Yep.
Ignite Esports. Tell me about them. What are the team? What are the players that we have to look out for? What type of playstyle are we going to be expecting from these guys?
Ignite Esports is one of those teams who's really playing in a split push manner. They have Yasuo and Ison, which is the ISON, and not the Ison from Signal Ultra Warriors. Those two are different, guys. You remember? So yeah, they are playing on the split push type. They got that notable mashup play in a different Premier League where they are hailed as the champions. They know the positioning or the timings or the spike of what they're playing. And at the stage of competitiveness inside MPL, those key characteristic of a team, they kind of possess that one. And that's the reason they are hailed as champion. And right now, bulldozing into their entrance here at MPL.
But that we're gonna have to take in consideration that Ignite also played in a competition that did not have some of the teams that we had here during the qualifiers. I mean, we had 322 teams join us in the open qualifiers. We're down to our last 4 teams for Group A, but they're not going up against Team Gosu yet because Team Gosu is a team that is an up-and-coming team, but the members on their own are not newbies to this team. I mean, we got Escanor, just like what you and Reptar talked about earlier. Escanor, formerly from Geek Fam, started up this new team, and Basic, the M1 veteran.
Yeah, and we're not just talking about the M1. We got the M1 veteran who kind of puts the international experience into the play, and not solely for Basic. Escanor, a former Geek Fam, which is Geek Fam, not entirely here in the Philippines. It is also an international org who caters into different esports titles. So that well-established org being trained, this Escanor, plus the M1 veteran here at Basic, Ignite needs that flame to hoist down the win against Gosu. Because, I mean, experience, if you have the experience, you just have to put the young bloods in, and they're just going to ride the waves.
Ride the waves, just surf their way towards victory, much like Gord. Like Gord. But speaking of Gord, let's talk a bit about the meta that we have right now. There has been a couple of shakeups ever since Season 4 ended, going up to Season 5. A lot of heroes that you don't expect to be picked are being picked up. I mean, we saw the Uranus being picked up earlier on. And Fars for the longest time during the off season has been picked in ranked games and has been picked in other tournaments as well. What are your thoughts on the shakeup?
I mean, we've seen the double marksman that we're pointing out as early as the show starts. We've seen the Granger and the Kimmy, but it was heavily countered by double mage, which is a Harith and a Lilia, or might be also a Lilia or a Valir. So if you wanted to deny those kinds of play, you can really go for a double-double shakeup and then just maximize the early game. And who pulls off the early game, that might be a death ball strat for a different team. Because if a Kimmy and Granger wasn't able to farm up because of the kills coming in from those mage, they can just pop off everyone across the map.
But that is also a bit of a risk because a Kimmy and a Granger is a bit of a greedy composition because sometimes you'd want to go for a more well-rounded composition. Instead of a Kimmy, you could replace that with a Harith, but we have been seeing less of a Harith presence here. It's either going to be banned altogether or there are other better options for a burst mage to come into the play.
Yeah, and it's kind of odd that there's so many shakeups that we've seen from the drafts. We've never seen 1-1. We've never seen Akai. We've never seen Kufra. Even Xborg. They are being left open out into the window, and we're seeing 4 bans into the mage, which is really odd at this time around.
And I completely agree with you because I guess I could attribute that partly to the fact that we are now having a larger hero pool than what we're used to seeing during the previous seasons. And now that we have a lot of choices to work with here, the players can freely experiment with their picks. And I mean, I've been hearing some, not entirely accurate with this, but I've been hearing some very exotic picks being picked out during the open qualifiers, where these teams are just going to be picking whoever works in that competition just to secure that win, because all the open qualifiers were best of ones. Best of threes, though, what do you think is going to be the wise choice here for Ignite Esports and Gosu in particular, because you can have all the leeway you want in the world to just experiment with your strategy, but do you think they should go all out during the first game, or what do you think?
You just gotta go all out because remember, yes, this is a best of 3, but this is only for 2 slots for the main qualifiers. And if you really wanted to make a statement that you are here to beat everyone, there's no downtime for you guys. And with this kind of diverse drafting that we're having, you can stick to your comfort pick and just execute the well-rounded ones rather than experimenting those this and that's that might put you into the lower bracket and might lose the chance of your life.
And right now at this point, since we are only going to be getting one team from this group today, I feel like this is all going to be about the mindset at this point.
Yeah.
Which team wants it the most?
It kind of puts you in a mental fortitude because you're playing on this single day after those 322 teams that tried out. You are here, 8 squads, here right now. One day, one dream, one goal.
And that is to join the other teams that we have, the other 8 teams that we have in the regular season. Mind you, the open qualifiers just happened earlier this week, and this is going to be mentally exhausting and physically exhausting for all these players.
It was really quick. From 322, right now, on the weekend, chilling out, we're seeing the teams just going head-to-head into the Mobile Legends Bang Bang action with their dreams trying to, to take shape into their own. And remember, there are already direct invited teams, and if the direct invited teams are not just the teams that we've seen here and there, they are the biggest names at Mobile Legends. And right now, you as a newcomer, you are not entirely you're not sure on the way of the land or into the terrain of the professionals. And right now you are being tested because this is not just all about you playing for yourself or playing a ranked games. This is the dream of everyone right now. We're talking about. And seeing Signal Ultra fell down after being one of those staple names and the comeback kings, it shows that Next Wave Predator isn't really here for the game. They want that slot. And if you are Ignite or Gosu, you gotta do the same thing because you are sharing right now the spot, or you're sharing the newcomer vibe.
Yeah.
That kind of puts you in a bad spot if you're playing up against those veterans.
Well, not necessarily, because just like what we've been talking about ever since the 3rd season of MPL, it doesn't feel like we'll be able to predict the best team.
Yeah.
Because all the newer teams that keep joining the MPL, one of the newer teams that are joining into the fray among the Titans up there, they have been performing as well as the Titans. I mean, last season's champion, MPL-PH, completely came out of nowhere, beat everybody out. Signal Ultra got eliminated from the game.
Yeah, and also Sunsparks, you gotta remember. One of the big plays, Reflecia. There's so many, the meta benders, the trendsetters, the game changers.
Geek Fam as well.
Yeah.
Not expect Geek. Well, they made their way towards the regular season and maintained their slot for the upcoming regular season, and that's just a testament of how bad these teams want it, because every single team that were in the previous seasons that are still here deserve to be here.
Yeah. And remember, we've seen also a bit of a showing of the On Age. We've seen the Dims of Life of what's that team again? I forgot. But a bit of a new, I think that was EVOS, which is really also showed bright stuff right there. But we are here into the draft as Ignite Esports going up against Gosu. The bans are in with that Hylas and Grok into Ignite. As for the Gosu, that's going to be a Selena and a Valir.
Pretty standard bans here coming in from Gosu and Ignite Esports. Not much of a fan on the Hylas pick though, but I do get why they want Hylas to be banned.
Yeah.
A Farsight and a Jawhead being picked up by Ignite Esports is one deadly combination. I've been seeing that a lot in ranked games, with a Granger, a Cho, and a Harris. This is an engagement-heavy combo.
Yeah, and having that Farsa, you already have that zoning factor, and it's really good for Gosu to lock in that Granger. That Sonata might seal the deal against this Farsa, and also the Cho that can jump into the backline. Popping the Zaman Force, spamming the Chrono Dashes. There's so many time for you to reach the backline against that Farsa, but you know, the Rages is really huge that you might have a hard time looking for the Farsa itself.
Yeah, and a Kufa being picked up by Ignite Esports just as a direct counter on the Rondo that Granger has, Shunpo that Cho has, plus the Chrono Dashes.
Yes, and it is really good because you have the Jawhead for the front line, goes for the ejector, goes for the spam of the Feather Airstrike, and then you have the Kufra to protect, to peel for the Farsa itself. So what will be the answer? They ban out the Bruno for Gosu, while Ignite Esports ban the Diggy. They don't want that extra layer of protection once Gosu goes in. But right now, they are hovering to the carry. They already have the early game prowess of that Farsa. They need that late game safety net or the shred from carry, which is really consistent compared to others. But they might be also hovering for that double mage, which is a Lunox.
A Lunox being picked up here. It's going to be a deadly
Magic
early game here for Ignite Esports, especially considering the fact that they can also scale well going to the mid and the late game. Look at these hovers, though, by Gosu.
Oh, Gosu having that Basha. They know that there's a Kufra, but then, oh my goodness. We are in for a treat as Gosu seals the bag of candies, bringing it in here at MPL for you guys.
There goes a Camilla.
Camilla, indeed.
We're gonna be having a good time here, boys.
Oh my goodness, I was shocked. I'm a bit speechless because Camilla is too early. But then there's no early pick right now as what these players are showing off. I mean, come on. This is the dream, and you really wanted to throw everything out right there just to win all of the games.
Just go for whatever pick is comfortable for you guys. And in ranked games, I'm telling you guys right now, the composition that Gosu has is a composition that is very, very comfortable to play with just because you're going to be all around. You have your attack damage dealers. You got your magic damage dealers. You got your tanks that can protect everybody. You got your setters on that show that can just wave the dragon anybody towards your primary damage dealers or away from anybody.
You have the Basha. You see me rolling. You hate it. And it's just going for those damagers. You have those key targets that can be taken down in a jiffy with that, I mean, Farsa and that carry. So, oh my goodness. We are in for a treat.
Yep, we are in for a treat. Indeed, and we are going to be in game number 1 between Gosu and Ignite Esports, of course. Introducing first on the side of Gosu, we got Pink Fluffy Bunny on that Granger, Escanor on that Cho, Basic on the Harith, Unseen on the Basha, and Deeb on that Camilla.
And onto the side of Ignite Esports, that's Yasuo on the Jawhead, Kiki on the Farsa, Sakuragi on that Lunox, Saksa onto the carry, and Isan onto that Kufra. So both of them trying to be more patient, just as, you know, sticking into the standard laning phase. They're not entirely going for the aggressive buff take, but they're just trying to put the pressure into the map. They kind of show that, yes, guys, we are aware, and Unseen being stunned, and the jump from Isan. Ignite Esports, this is what we're telling, flaming the stage right now, taking advantage of the early game.
That is a good setup over the bottom side. Of course, Unseen did not see that coming. That's going to be the first lane turret going down. And as long as you have the tier 1 turret domination a minute into the game, almost 2 minutes into the game, that completely opens up the bottom jungle, allows you to get more EXP and gold for your primary damage dealers, which is, in this case, is going to be Lunox or Carry.
Yeah, and running a double mage, it kind of tells a lot that you have all of those magic that you need. Farsa into the backup. Deeb must run away. Unseen once again being the target. Was able to survive with a bit of a health. But this will be the mid lane tower. Charge coming in from Isan. Oh,
and
not entirely going
there
in.
goes the ult being popped. Nobody's going to be caught in that Death Sonata.
Yeah, Nomad, you can clearly see that after taking the bottom tower, they were able to put a big damage into the mid lane tower, and
Oh,
right now they
Unseen.
are rotating onto the top side.
They are going to go onto the top side. Sakuragi's going to get caught off guard here if he's not careful enough, but Unseen is instead going to disengage. Ignite Esports is playing it safe here. They're not going to be giving away any easy kills towards Ghost Gamers. They already have the map advantage over at the bottom side. They're going to try to go for more. Goes for the jump in, bouncing ball onto Escanor. Escanor is not going to be able to escape as easy as he wanted to, but a disengage from Ignite Esports just to secure the turret. Farsa dropping the ultimate, dropping the bombs, making it rain.
Making it rain, but wasn't able to really catch someone. But this is a really good rotation. You have your marksman, you have the tank who can protect Saksa, and then that feathered airstrike just to make sure that they can zone everyone out. But this will be a turtle battle.
It is going to be a turtle battle. This is going to be very crucial, though. That's an eject onto Deep. Deep's going to be forced to use a flicker, but that's going to be the HP of Ignite Esports disappearing as Pink Fluffy Bunny secures a kill onto Eson. That's Cooper out of the equation. Unseen, dangerously low on HP. There goes the Zao Force being committed. Going to dashing left or right here. Synchro Vision onto Sakuragi. Sakuragi's going to go down. Unsi's going to be backing off. This turtle is going to be reset.
Basic with the kill. Really good stuff for Gosu. Really good answer for them, but Ignite needs to work on just checking. Use the ult to know if the turtle is being taken down. They need backup, but this will be a quick one into the snap of Tannis as Gosu will seal that turtle into the hands of Basic and is going to stop the response from Ignite Esports on taking that one.
Look at this quick replay that we have here. Nice setup there from Gosu, immediately going in for the Death Sonata. Pink Fluffy Bunny securing 2 kills on his own. More than enough to secure an easy practice machete there. He could easily transition over, but meanwhile, the bottom lane.
Bottom lane indeed, as Yasuo is going to pay the price for overstaying into the tower, but here goes the backup. Sakuragi into front of Deep. Goes for that Cosmic, but wasn't able to really close in as Isan is going to pay the price as well. Basic onto the double kill and might double up as well. The tower being taken down as hot as Ignite goes, and they are being pinned down.
And Gosu will secure that tier 2 turret, the Calamity Reaper being picked up here by Harris. They're going to try to go for the tier 2 turret over the top side. Escanor dangerously low on HP, goes for the flicker, waves the dragon on towards the turret, and here comes Carmilla. Goes for the first kill, secures the kill as well.
Really good stuff for Gosu. They were able to stop the power of Ignite Esports, but a good try as well on taking that tower, but they need to be more cautious. They need to respect the mobility, the setup, what Gosu can do in such a lineup or in duels.
Man, Gosu is just playing. They have the good composition in order to catch a lot of people off guard, but they have to play it safe because one wrong move, Ignite Esports will be able to snowball their way towards their base because Carrie is a good split pusher as long as she has all her items picked up properly.
Yep. And right now, Basic is doing all the work just to take the top tower. They need backup. They need to defend the top side because right now, Ignite Esports are winning into the tower trades, but then they are being caught up.
Oh no, Basic. He's going to be caught there. Basha going to try to save Basic there, but the damage for output from Lunox not enough. Going to force the flicker as well to secure the kill. And that's going to be Gosu wanting to back off here. They are going to secure the turtle over the bot side. Jawhead is in the bottom lane as well. They can try to pick him off, and they will try to defend this as well, but that's not going to be enough because the ultimate is going to be popped here by Farsa.
Rolled out indeed like a transformer from Basha, and Gosu was able to survive for another day, and they just trying to trade off with all of those objectives, a turtle into the tower, but then tower plays from Ignite Esports again and again being maximized by Saksa and Kiki with that zoning potential. And here we go as Deep goes in, goes hard against these carry as Unseen right now into the back line, jumps in, but the power of Kiki, Isan, and Yasuo combined was able to peel off Sakuragi into the middle of the fray. Unseen being seen inside as he's going, ain't going down. Will be the change of heart as that Lunox will pay the price and Pink Fluffy Bunny will survive raining all of those bullets against Ignite Esports.
Let's also know that Kiki is not as much of a threat right now. More of a zoning here at this point. Every time she's going to be popping the ult. The more she pops the ult, it's gonna be a bad timing for Gosu because they can't secure any easy kills. The only way that they can jump in there is if Unseen just randomly rolls in or Escanor flickers in, goes for the Shunpo and the Wave the Drag to displace Varsa.
Yeah, and there's so many catch that it kind of puts you into the position that Varsa isn't really a big problem right now. You can focus at Sakuragi, you can focus at Saksa, which is really consistent in dropping of those DPS. Since Varsa, with that feathered airstrike, you can just, you are highly mobile. You have the slide, you have the dash. You can just go ahead and sidestep away or catch that Varsa being singled out.
Speaking of Varsa, once again, popping the ult. Jitsu zone, a lot of people out there. Yasuo chasing out this Escanor.
He's really brave taking that one, but Turtle again. Oh my goodness, this Turtle one after another to the hands of Gosu. This is a long-term investment and also might be paid off as we are moving into mid to late game with the power of Pinky Fluffy Bunny and even Basic just looking for those kills.
Looking for those kills as we say that. Sakuragi gonna try to look for the kill. Double flickers being expended there, but of course, Lunox gonna be the better of those two heroes over the top lane.
It was raining Chaos Balls one after another, securing that kill and even ejecting him into that monster. Kiki goes just for some cleanups right now, but 80 seconds into the timer for the next objective, and you can clearly see Gosu already.
Yasuo being deleted. The order bill is going to be committed as well, but that's going to be Isan forcing the flicker. Nobody is faster than Deeb, but the bouncing ball is going to be faster, but the bullets are going to hit you. Nobody is faster than bullets. Nobody can outrun bullets there. But that is a 2-for-1 trade. 2-for-0 trade actually. Whoa, as Gosu going for the offensive.
You can clearly see that the feathered airstrike being committed but not in the safe spot kind of negated again that Varsa. So we are more likely eliminating one of those heroes because Varsa isn't really as effective as she is. Yes, clearing waves, but right now we are scaling, moving into mid game. Not really entirely, and you can see how Pink Fluffy Bunny puts the bullet to the head up to the ball of that ball, and even that Yasuo, they are really playing really good right now.
Playing on out of their minds actually. They are, I mean, initially Gosu did not look like they had the upper hand, especially considering the fact that Ignite Esports were able to secure the tier 1 turret over to the bottom lane. The only problem there that I see there from Ignite Esports is that they did not capitalize on the fact that the bottom lane jungle is completely open. They're not allowing Saksa to get the early advantage as a carry to get as much farm and as much XP as possible.
Yeah, and they're just having a hard time as Ignite Esports are trying their best to put the pressure, but then Gosu, they are one step ahead. Yes, you can have all the setups, you can have all the clash, but Gosu, with enough damage, with enough mobility, they are outplaying Ignite Esports right now.
Completely outplaying them, looking like they are a completely different class from Ignite Esports. But of course, it's still 10 minutes into the game, approaching the 11th minute mark. It's still possible. Anything is possible in this game. Whoa. But there goes the Zaman Force. Gonna try
the Zaman Force. That's a jawhead. That's a tank flickering away into the damage of Harith.
Harith is a big problem, so it seems. The Lord is going to be making their way over towards the bottom lane. I think they are going to opt to walk with the Lord. A few of them are going to be walking with the Lord here over the bottom lane, but they are going to try to split and maximize their push pressure here.
Whoa!
That's going to be maximum pressure over to the bottom lane. There goes the Zaman Force. And a lot of HP just going down there. That is going to be Isan going down. Kufra's out of the equation. The Lord is dishing out a lot of damage, but Sakuragi is trying to defend this.
Oh no, feathered airstrike trying to go in against Basic, but Escanor surviving for a bit, but they were able to take him down. A shutdown, a double kill to the Kiki, but Basic is still there. Pops the Zaman Force. Is he going for the engage? Feathered airstrike once again bails himself out. Yasuo still defending the base, and Basic roaming around just trying to deny some of those buffs. And really good play from Ignite Esports, really good comeback for them that they were able to survive the rage of Gosu.
Good defense. That was a 3-for-4 trade, something that Gosu did not want to happen. They just overstayed their welcome here over to the bottom lane. They could have just disengaged as soon as the tier 3 turret went out. Immediately went for going immediately to the tier 1 turret. Could have changed tier 3 turret, I mean, in the top lane. Could have changed the tides of battle.
They can just go ahead and after destroying the bottom tier tower, they can let the Lord do the work. And then they can just go for the split on the top side, splitting both of the teams. Because Ignite Esports, yes, they cover a really good amount of rages, but then the investment of the skills of or the manpower, you gotta choose between top or bottom to defend.
Speaking of manpower, this is a lot of manpower from Gosu. Posting up near the bottom jungle, almost going in for a big fight there. They are going to be disengaging. The Lord is going to be spawning in about 90 seconds.
Yeah, and Escanor not having the best time of his life with the 1-4-1, but running the high-end drive, but then he's really making a good job on just trying to go for those setups compared to other players, but they are going in, going hard in third tower as Saksa inside trying to go away. Gosu jumps in, trying to save everyone out, but Pinky Flocky Bunny was able to take down again that hero into the side of Ignite Esports, one into the trade-off against Dunn, and they are storming the base.
They are storming it, and they are going to be disengaging. Smart call from Gosu. The discipline that these guys have, because any other team that does not have any tournament experience would just try to force the push there. Nice call to just disengage.
Yeah, and you gotta remember, they got the same mistake as the first one. So right now, they're just being cautious that, guys, we already overcommitted on the first one. Let's try to chill. Let's try to focus on the 30 seconds objective right now. Because once we got that, it kind of opens up the map, it kind of split them, and we can go for the kill.
They're going to try to break the defense here from Ignite Esports.
No,
stealing as much